Hey there, Ivo once again, and of course coming to with another review in the Batman franchise. This time I'm gonna talk in a review about the first animated theatrical movie that was released from DC Animations from Warner Brothers, and that's Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. Came out in 1993. And honestly, this is the first film I saw back in 1996. It was it's released the first movie. They wanted the Warner Brothers wanted to release this movie in direct to video, but they actually released they gave a theatrical release. Was the first Batman animated movie that I saw as a kid, and Batman Mask of the Phantasm is definitely the best one of the animated series. I really enjoyed this film. It's a really damn good one. It's a really damn good movie. Which also Kevin Conroy lands the voice for Batman, which is awesome. He actually did a lot of voices, for animated series in the Batman, and Kevin Conroy really did a good job. I still remember 2016 when I watched that movie, Batman Superman Public Enemies, or it was Batman Superman Public Enemies. I remember that movie, and and Kevin Conroy did a good job portraying the voice. And Mask of the Phantasm talks about Batman is actually battling, is actually fighting a group of a group of crime boss gangsters, and he goes and approaches one of the crime bosses, and that's this guy, Chucky Soul. And while he runs away from Batman, a new figure called the Phantasm, or just more called a Phantasm, shows up and attacks Chucky Soul, where Chucky tries to escape, with the car. Meantime, while Batman fights these goons, from Chucky Soul, Phantasm tries to kill him, Chucky, but during the hit and run with the car, the car jumps out the cliff, in the next building, and Chucky Soul gets killed, and Batman gets blamed, for the kill, which he didn't do anything. He was busy, fighting those goons, and he took a piece of the glass of Chucky Soul's windshield, while he tried to research what happened, who caused this, because he gets the blame for the murder. So, so now he goes. So meantime, another crime boss. That guy. Baz Bronski, another crime boss, goes on a cemetery visit his friend Chucky Soul, but he gets once again ambushed and attacked by Phantasm, and he gets killed. Phantasm goes and gets he goes and gets killed, and attacks and launches an attack on Baz Bronski, and Bronski tries to escape. I think he does put a fight in it, but it isn't good enough, and Baz Bronski gets killed once again, and once again Batman is being blamed, So in the meantime, because Jim Gordon doesn't want nothing to do on catching Batman, because Batman before never killed anyone, but now it's like he snapped and is killing. So they go and hire counselor, this guy Arthur Reeves, played by provided the voice by Hart Bochner from Die Hard. They hire to catch the Batman, and they actually put him a trap, and Batman, when they put bat signal, he knows he's a trap, he doesn't show up. He tries to find out, who is doing this. In meantime, Andrea Beaumont returns to Gotham City after 10 years absence. She used to be once engaged to Bruce Wayne, and now she hates it. She throws she throws, I think it was champagne in him, and he reminds when he was visiting, his parents on a grave, and he met Andrea when she was talking to her mother, and they became friends. They started dating each other. They were also once engaged, but then she disappeared, and now she's seeing Arthur Reeves, and Batman tries to keep an eye on her too, even though she was her biggest love of his life. But something was kind of awkward. In the meantime, when Batman, tries to find out who is this this mysterious, figure that's killing now mobsters, because now this old man, the last mobster, the last crime boss, and that's Salvatore Velestra. He hires Reeves, but Reeves doesn't do jack shit. He doesn't do jack shit. So his last chance to save his life because he's dying, he goes and visits the Joker, and he offers him $5 million to kill and stop Batman. So Joker takes his offer, by helping him out, and he takes his offer by helping him out, and he puts a trap, but then turns out when Phantasm, shows up, mysterious masked Phantasm, shows up. It turns out that mysterious ghost, shows up. It was actually Joker sent him a trap and says, "You're not Batman," and it turns out someone else is behind all this, So now Joker, finds out he has to deal with a ghost, and while Batman, Bruce Wayne tries to find out more and is dating once again. He dates once again Andrea. She finds out that he is Batman. He is Batman, and a group. And of course, when Phantasm once again attacks, once again tries to attack, of course the Joker expose her, and of course Batman with a bat wing, he goes with a bat wing, he goes after Phantasm, fights off, but the Phantasm once again escapes, and Batman he's been now hunted down by SWAT team. They're all firing, almost kill him, they almost are ready to kill him. So he fights, he goes in the building, he fights, but he uses that spear weapon and shoots on the helicopter, and puts his cape, and the guy with the mask cape shoots, the cop shoots but destroys the cape. But it was actually in which he escapes, which Batman, it was a bait in which he escapes, and Andrea shows up, and she goes and saves him, and Batman's been now saved, and he's been out taken care by, he's been seriously taken care by Alfred, but finally Andrea tells him about her father. Her father has been actually owing a lot of money, to the crime boss, Salvatore Velestra. He's been holding money, and when that night when she showed up, he gave them one day to collect the money and to pay the money, but they escaped. And Sunday, they were forced to escape. But Sunday, they actually been both caught. They've actually been caught. And when she shows up, her father has been murdered and killed. And when Batman looks at the picture carefully, he actually sees that no, actually Batman sees the when he takes the pen, he sees that the guy who killed her father, Andre Beaumont, Carl Beaumont, who killed Carl Beaumont, it was actually Joker. And Andre goes now after Joker, and she's Phantasm, and she visits Joker, and already Joker exposed her, and they go fight each other, and Batman that time showed up, and says, Andrea, you can't do it, go home, she leaves, so Batman goes after Joker, fights out Joker with his toys, he goes like in the city, and car toys, landed in his feet, and the Joker knocks him down with the model of the building, knocks him down, and tries to escape, because he put all the explosives. But Batman goes after him, and I like that scene when Joker says, leave me or we both die, and he tries to escape with the jet, with the jet tries to escape, just like was in James Bond, Thunderbolt, he tries to escape, but Batman doesn't let him, and on the end, they both fight to the death, and they're all bloody, and Andrea shows up, and she says it's ending now, and Batman says no, Andrea, and she leaves the Joker, and still nothing explained what happened then with Joker, but there's an explosion, everything explodes, Batman still survives, and he's not now everyone knows that he wasn't the killer, he's not a vigilante, he never kills, and Andrea's on a boat, but nothing explained what happened then with Joker. That's kind of confusing by the finale. But I like climatic finale, Joker versus Batman, Batman fights Joker. I really like that scene, the finale. But yeah, Batman, The Mask of Phantasm, I really like the film. It's a really, really good one. One of the best animated Batman movies. I love that Batman is alone. And I think that really, the DC animated series, they really did a good job, making this film in theatrical release. I really like the film. That's a really good one. The movie's been directed by by Eric Radomski and Bruce Timm. Written, I don't know who wrote, but story was by Alan Velestra, and music was by Shirley Walker. Budget was $6 million, and it made worldwide $5 and $8 million. $5 and $8 million. Also the cast, like I said, Kevin Conroy did a good job portraying the voice of Batman. Dana Delaney, she portrayed the voice of Andrea Beaumont. Hart Bochner from Die Hard, Arthur, he portrayed, Arthur Reeves, the voice. Stacy Keach Jr., I think was he or she, portrayed Phantasm, also Carl Beaumont, good job. Mark Hamill portrayed the Joker for voice. And yeah, it was the first original theatrical film, first film in the DC animated universe. They released it theatrical. There's also a scene in which Joker grabs Arthur Reeves, and he puts in that venom, that poison, and in council he lands in the hospital, and he's been laughing like completely crazy. I like that scene, and Batman shows up, and finds out that Arthur Reeves was the one that actually betrayed, the daughter, and that he betrayed Andrea and her father. He ran to the mob because he needed the money. He asked, Carl Beaumont for the money, but the Beaumont said no. So in order to get the money, he ran them up. He ran them up, and that's how Joker at the time, he was a crook, working for the crime boss, Salvatore Velestra. That's the reasons, he gets, killed. And I also like the at night, that cemetery scene. in which Phantasm, mystery goes after this guy Baz Browski, he goes after him. John P. Ryan provided, rest in peace John P. Ryan, for Delta Force Steel, Colombian Connections. He portrayed the voice for Baz Bronsky, but I really like that, that scene that Phantasm goes and kills then Bronsky on the end, because it's a new vigilante, out there. It's a new vigilante out there. I really liked it. Even as a kid, I thought it was one of the best movies, because I was 12 years old when I saw this film for the first time, Mask of Phantasm. But I really like the film. I like the fight scenes, the story. Yeah, a really good movie. A really good movie for animated Batman animated movie. It's long, 1 hour 16 minutes. It's fast paced. And you're trying to find out who this was. There's also a fight scene between Andrea and the Joker. And also she goes and tries to kick his ass, and Joker goes and kicks her back. Joker still fights back. I really like that Joker is in this movie. Another villain, which is great. Batman vs Joker. I like that. I like the idea about the Phantasm. It was also Batman Mask of Phantasm. Yeah, it was also based on Batman the Animated Series. I really like Batman Animated Series. It's a really good show. Good TV show. But overall, I think that overall, in my opinion, Batman Mask of the Phantasm was a really good movie. I really like the film, animated film. It's awesome. But that's my movie review on Batman Mask of the Phantasm, 1993, which is the first release, DC animated release, the first animated movie, which was a really awesome experience. I recommend this film. You can't get wrong with this film. It's a really good one. But anyway, that's my review. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good day, and to see you in the next video. So bye bye. I'm out.